done any streaming since 2020. Okay, so I am rebranding my channel a bit, starting with the logo that you see here. I've renamed it to Storm Dragon Studios, and so I am Kudawaya Vortex. Others that have known me for a while may know me as Kristen Linus or KL as well. And my favorite art topics are dragons, big cats, and animals in general. I really love My Little Pony and The Lion King. Probably won't see much canon fan art though, because copyright. That's fine. So I do need to do a bit of revamping on my channel. Also, probably gonna start there with doing some new icons and such. Just one moment, please. Right, so the program I use is Krita. I've been using that and loving it since 2020. Okay, just setting up my canvas. I like to start out with a 2500 by 3300 canvas and zoom in by a lot. I hope everyone's having a good Friday so far. Just pardon me a minute while I spread the word around that I am streaming. Give me just one moment. Alright, what am I going to draw first? I might start with the I think I'll start with the new offline image. Let's see here. Oh. So I like to use the basic opacity 2 brush in my UG tablet for sketching. So I'm going to start there. Probably going to draw Kudo sleeping. So Kudawaya, for those that don't know, is my White Storm Dragoness character. I have her displayed as a hatchling or chibi in the channel logo. She's actually a 50-foot. She is actually a 50-foot storm dragon, and she wasn't always though. In 2006, she started off as a kitsune. Still working on getting set up a little. Still working on getting set up a little. Still working on getting set up a little. Okay. I do like to start off with sketching first. And I do apologize if I do fall silent. I'm not always good at the small talk. Yeah. My channel's a little bit rusty, but we'll brush the but I'm sure the dust will get brushed off. I'm gonna dream here. I'm gonna be streaming here for about a couple hours, and if you like what you see, please follow. I'm only 2 followers away from becoming an affiliate, which is pretty awesome for not streaming in 4 years. And I appreciate everyone's support. I do have a link to my Discord server. It is very small, but that just means there's lots of room to grow. Spreading the word around a little more. And actually, I'm going to see. Just one moment. Sorry for the silence. Still working on spreading the word around a little. Alright, back to drawing. So again, right now I am working on a new off. Pardon me. So right now I am working on a new offline picture. As the current one is from 2020, so yeah, it's definitely on the rusty side. If you have any questions about my process or anything that isn't too personal, feel free to ask. I am keeping a frequent eye on the chat because I'm actually pretty good at multitasking most of the time. Let's see. Alright, ran out of room, that's fine. I'll just make more by moving it. Okay. I'm just gonna redo this pose a bit. Again, sorry for being quiet. I try, but I'm not best at the small talk unless I get engaged in the chat, then I'm better at it. And running out of room again, so gotta adjust things a bit. See. Should have made this canvas landscape, honestly. Oops, wrong brush. At least for now, will be the right brush once I start inking. Again, for anyone who's curious, I am currently using the opacity 2 brush here in Krita. Pardon me, that brush has become my favorite one for sketching. And then I use then for inking, I like to use the basic 1 brush. See if I can shrink her down even. Oh, now I can just move around a bit and should be able to fit her full wingtips unless I go truly overboard with them. So that should be just about it for the sketch. I'm gonna save it and then go on to inking once that's done. I probably should have said it already though, honestly. Oops. The artists get caught up in what we're doing and then forget to save, and if anything happens, we panic. Alright, so that's done. The sketch is done. Actually, I'm gonna add an ear. There we go. Okay. Just a second while I save, and then we may be on to the next step. Oh, hey, Chuckers and Casey, thank you so much for coming. How are you doing? Oh, and thank you so much, Chuckers. I appreciate it. So feel free to give a follow if you like what you're seeing here. I'm hoping to do this more often again. Let's see. Right. Name this Sleeping Cuter sketch. Oh, thank you, Casey. Well, it's more like a welcome back. It's been 4 years, but and thank you for all of your encouragement. I'm gonna pull the chat over to where I can see it more often. It's on the right where it's harder for me to tell it's there. Okay, so thank you, Casey. Okay. Alright, so when I go to ink my sketch, I like to fade the opacity so I can still see the sketch but also see what I'm doing. I am switching to basic to the basic one brush and Krita for my inking. Excuse me, I am going to shrink the size down to 2.74 at least for now, and then zoom in a lot. Thank you, Casey. This is going to be my new offline picture, something about letting sleeping dragons lie or something, because my current one is from my current offline pictures from 2020 and I don't know, I still like it, but it's a little rusty. Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna zoom out and see if I like the line thickness at 100. That's thicker than I like, so I'm gonna shrink it down. Let's see how 1.74 does. Oh, I like your offline picture with the couple of fish. Well, what do you think pardon me, if you were to do a new offline picture, what do you think that would be of? Or maybe I'm thinking about your stream about to start picture of the fish. Sorry. I need to do one of those too. Also, are you feeling any better yet? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Oh. Yeah, I sure hope you do. Being sick sucks. I actually thought I might be getting a sinus infection because I had a sinus headache for like 3 days, but if it was a short one because I'm fine now. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Thank you for sticking with me through the inking process. I know this can be kind of slow, but it is definitely necessary. The flat coloring should be quicker once I get to that. Also, is everyone hearing me okay? I peeked in on my own stream and the audio seemed fine to me, but just want to make sure. I'm also soft-spoken, which doesn't help that kind of thing, so let me know if I need to try to project any. Oh, good, thank you. Yeah, honestly, that video, that YouTube video that was linked to by, let me, 1 second, I want to give credit where credit is due there for the help. 1 second, pause while I do that. Let's see. Oh, yep. So I watched the OBS video that Chunkers linked to in your server, and that was a big help. Oh yeah, it's in the general pardon me. They linked to it in the general section above where Amaze gave me his helpful tips. That's one thing I really like about your community. Honestly, Casey, how helpful everybody is and supportive. Okay, thank you, Casey. Yeah, I kind of hope I can finally build a community too. I have a dead Discord server that I'm hoping streaming more might breathe some life back into it. Okay, yep. This line width this line width is definitely working, which is a good thing because I'm kind of far along because I'm far enough along where changing now would be a pain. Has anyone got any plans for the weekend? So, fun fact, I sketch with my UG tablet for inking. I go back to my mouse because the tablet likes to wobble off on its own and makes drawing a lot less fun. And then when it's time to do shading and backgrounds, I go back to my tablet. Of course, the mouse wobbles a bit too, but believe me, it's not near as bad as the tablet does when I try to do any line work with it, even with the stabilizer on. If I end up not finishing this today, I may come back tomorrow afternoon after work, or maybe sometime on Sunday to finish it on stream, since I'm starting it on stream. Because I do have an offline image as of now. Just again, it's old. I can't believe 2024. I mean, I can't believe that 2020 is considered. It can be considered as old already. It's crazy. And I can't believe another year is almost over. Like, where does the time go? It's flying right by. We just gotta make the most of it. And like a derp, I forgot to actually link to my channel before. Oops. So let me do this again. That's on Blue Sky, by the way. Link is in the about portion. Just going to be a moment pause while I rectify that. Let's see. Okay, that was, I'm so sorry, that's from when I was grabbing the link for my Twitch post. Sorry guys, hope it didn't hurt your ears too bad. And you definitely need to be more careful about that. But I'm basically a newbie again, so I'm not sure I streamed long enough in 2020 to even escape newbie status. So sorry about that. We're all Twitch pros here, right, Casey? Yeah, I almost got sucked into a space portal, but I managed not to. It did sound like a space portal, though, didn't it? Sure. This happened on your stream. I'm sure someone would have clipped that, but I don't know. I feel a little dubious about allowing clips on mine, honestly. I cannot believe I posted about streaming on Blue Sky without even linking to my channel. Blue Sky is an awesome place, by the way. If you're not there, you should definitely go there. Okay, zooming out again, see how things are going. Still going great, I think. And thanks, Casey. Well, we're all pros, right? I'm gonna turn my mouse pad around. I think it's restricting some of my movement. we go. That's definitely better. One fun fact about Kudo that I always leave out of her character sheets is that her claws are actually retractable. I decided to just go ahead and make them all way because I have never drawn her with her claws out all the time. I pretty much only have drawn them out when I'm drawing her angry, so I decided that her claws are retractable for that reason. And for those who haven't known me since Kudo first came into existence, she actually used to be a kitsune. And when I'm making long stretches like this, wobbliness will happen and I'll have to erase and try it again. It's okay. Humans are not perfect, and neither is our art. We just do the best. We just do our best to make it as perfect as we can. It's not to say don't always look for ways to improve, but being too much of a perfectionist can suck all the fun out of art too. And I've always had a big passion for art since I was like 2 or 3 and drawing my ball people. One thing that's definitely an improvement over probably between now and 2020 is at the start I was using 2 programs. Back then I was doing my sketching and line art in Open Canvas 1.1, and then doing everything else in Paint Shop Pro because while I was a loyal Paint Shop Pro user since 2002, to be honest, it never was a great program for drawing line art in. Then the same year, my friend Mathalis introduced me to Krita, and I fell in love, and that's that. Krita's a really great program, especially for being free. When I say all hail Krita and Casey Streams, I totally mean it. Pardon me. Got some allergies or something, and makes me have to clear my throat a lot. Alright, going back to 100. Let's see. Pardon me again, sorry. Here we go, down another wingtip. Yay. And down for the home stretch on the last one. Also adjusting position. I guess technically we're going up the home stretch now. But nah, let's go back down it. Okay, make these lines meet up. Heck yeah. Yeah. Got a little jag there. Let's fix that. Alrighty. Wing is good. Leading mic for a second to call. Alright, now I'm back. Next is the hind leg. Wow, wow, I've already been streaming almost 45 minutes. Cool. And just note my streams are always going to be family friendly because, well, I'm an adult and I'm sure most of my viewers will be too. I'm just not a fan of not safe for work stuff in general. Plus, heck, I don't know if there might ever be a kid lurking as an unregistered user or something, so it's better to be safe. And again, if you like what you see, please go ahead and toss me a follow. I am looking to make affiliate. And I'm only about 18 users away from doing that. Or 18 follows back. That went rather haywire. Let's see. Yeah, my first few streams might be refreshing the old images. Like, I like my old icon. Like, I like my current icons too. Just I'm still using PaintShop Pro back then, and it left a border. And Krita doesn't do that with transparent images, which is super nice. I'd actually been look I'd actually been looking for a way to have transparent images without borders for years. Unless I decide to put them there myself, of course, then it's fine, but all those years it was the program putting them there for me without my consent. Consent is important. It has a long tail. And for anyone who's curious, the proper pronunciation of the full name is Kudo Awaya. That I'm always happy to just be called Q or Kudo for short. That works. Or if you know me long enough, I still answer to KL, which is short for Crystallinus, which is the username I used to go by, and my Fur Affinity account is actually under Crystallinus because I joined there like 2 or 3 months before I changed my persona to being Kudo, so no, well, I still use that character a lot though. Right, I do believe the inking is done, so I'm going to nuke the sketch layer. Oh no. There, it is gone. Rip, except I did save the sketch. Now I'm gonna save the ink. Okay. Now I'm actually gonna crop this down because I got way too much empty space here. Just a second. Yay. I'm gonna leave a little extra at the top for whatever text though. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to make my various layers. First one is for main color. I am naming it Kudo. That'll be for everything white, so that means her horns also. This actually won't require a whole lot of layers. Okay. And then next one I'll call nostrils and gold heart because that's where that will go. So yeah, it's really not a big deal here. Okay. I'm just gonna fill in with a random. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to fill this in with a random color just to test how the magic wand is, and if I need to adjust any settings. It honestly does look good. I think I'll go ahead and decide the background though. I might go with purple again, or she always looks good in teal also. Yeah, let's go with teal. Let's see. It would help though if I deselected the magic wand so that I could fill in the background. There we go. I don't know though. So you might play around with a couple other options. Teal is one of my favorite colors though, and fun fact. Green is one of the colors that is one of the few colors that cats can see, and I know for a fact that teal is my cat Eclipse's favorite color because she's always gravitated towards our teal towels the most. So it's kind of cool having a cat with a favorite color. Yeah, I think I like that. Right. Okay, I'm going to select everything with the magic wand and then fill in, pardon me, that needs to be white, and then fill it in as such. Then I'm going to look around and see if any dots need to be filled in manually. That kind of drives me nuts, but it's usually necessary. All right, fill her in. Looking good. Don't really see anything leaking out of the lines. I did forget to select her belly though and a couple parts of her neck. No big deal though. Alrighty. Oh, hello Nova. How are you? You're from KC Server 2, right? I'm good, thank you. I'm really enjoying my first stream since 2020. I really appreciate everyone that's here. Okay. Oh, and as a alright, super convenient. I already had Kudo's Ref open. Oh, and going back to the wrong art. There we go. Oh, okay. I apologize. See, I knew your name. Sometimes my memory is bad, so I apologize if I couldn't remember where I knew you from. Yeah, it could be both. But either way, we know each other from some kind of social media. Yeah, I definitely do remember you, just apparently not exactly from where. Oops, wrong layer. Okay, so how has your week been going? Oh no, again, I definitely do remember you, just not exactly from where, so no worries. I definitely remember you. Alright, so that's it for the yes. Especially I don't know how old you are, but and I'm not gonna ask, but when you get further on in adulthood, especially then all the quiet time you can get is can be nice. Might go ahead and do some flashy things in the background. So for that, gonna get my handy dandy airbrush, select a lighter color. Ah, get the my tablet try to run away and hide under the printer, guys. It was not successful. Okay. Alright, I've got the... Alright, stop my tile pen from escaping. I've got my airbrush, and here we go. Let's see, this is one thing I love about Krita, just the pen pressure is, it's beautiful in it. Oh, thank you. I actually felt like I actually felt like taking a nap earlier, but then I got involved with setting up OBS, and it kind of actually I think it helped wake me up more. And of course, doing this is too. But yeah, so you missed the explanation earlier. My current offline picture is from 2020, so it's a bit on the old side. So when it's done, this will be my new offline pic. It'll be something to do with letting sleeping dragons lie or whatever. Thank you so much. Honestly, my next few streams probably are gonna be dusting, probably are gonna be cleaning off some of the rust on my channel, and I'm updating the about icons also, because again, I still like them, but I was using PageShop Pro back then, and it always left a border on transparent icons, and Krita doesn't. Okay, I think that's good on the background for now, so let's shade everything else. I, I kind of really love shading Kudo because ever since she got her white design back in 2020, shading her feels a lot like shading a cloud, and I just love it. Yay, friends meeting friends. Yeah, I think you are right, Nova, about... Let's see. Nova, are you though? You're the one that followed that's also into Redwall, right? Awesome, yeah, so we know each other from Twitter. I think we also know each other from DeviantArt. But yeah, I remember when you made that tapestry last year. It's always awesome to run into more fans of Redwall, and I'm sorry I have a starter that still comes up every now and then. Heck yeah, I'm pretty positive I'm the local Redwall nut too. I don't know many people in real life really, but I think I can be pretty confident about that. Pretty sure you've told me before, but what's your favorite Redwall book? Or it doesn't have to be just one. I I can never answer just one of what's your favorite whatever myself. Yeah, those were really, pardon me, those were both really cool books. Okay, so I'm always gonna, honestly, my answer will always be, pardon me, I love them all, but my answer to that will always be Mossflower. I also have a special place for Outcast of Redwall too, because that's the very first one I read. I just think it's, I just found the whole thing really fascinating with the whole origin of, army of, hang on, I had the eraser still there. And there we go, that's fixed. Okay, so I really like the Wildcat characters. I think they're really neat because there's honestly not a whole lot of Wildcats in Redwall. Sarmina, yeah, they were all really interesting characters too. Verdaga, Sarmina, and Yingavir. And I'm also kind of a sucker for prequels, and I like that aspect of it also. So, and there's just a whole lot of interesting characters and lore in that book. I remember drawing a lot of, yeah, I remember drawing a bunch of fan art of that one when I was a teenager. Yeah. One of the few criticisms I have about Redwall though is I always really like I always really like the Fox characters, but they always get killed off eventually. I kind of hate that. I wish there had been like he had rat characters that were like he had rat characters that ended up not being evil. Why not a fox or two? I think I'm kind of sparkling the shady, make it green tinted instead to match the background. I think I'll do that. Do over. Oh no. Alright, let me see how this goes. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Nova, and I did get your message. Sorry for typing noises. Wanted to reply to Nova in chat to make sure she knows that probably to make sure they know that I did see their message. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Kuno's iridescent anyway, so it makes sense that she might reflect green shadows in a green environment. Right, over an hour into the stream now. I feel like it's going really well. And thank you so much, everyone that has come so far. I so appreciate it. Make me feel like a good comeback. Also, this might be a little too bright. Let's see. There we go. I think I like this better. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you. How are you doing? Thank you for coming. Yeah, I mean, this is literally my first time streaming since 2020, so that's more than fair enough. You're actually here on my official comeback. And what I'm drawing here will become my new offline picture because the current one is from 2020, so it's old. Oh, thank you, Sarah. How are things for, how are things for you lately? And again, I'm sorry everybody for any stuttering that may occur. Unfortunately, it's something I still gotta deal with sometimes. It's a lot better than when I was in elementary school, though. I actually had speech therapy literally through all of elementary school, and it helped a lot. Nice. You got any plans for the weekend? Awesome. You got any specific pieces in mind? I love the one you did for. I love the one that you did for mail, by the way. Great job on that. And for those that don't know, Mail or Maelstrom is my wonderful husband. Okay. I've got to do a couple of Secret Santa pieces myself, actually, but probably a fabulous idea not just to do that on stream. You're welcome. Okay, yeah, I think I like the green tinted shading to go with the green background here. Alright, so bit of a recap for anyone that missed out on anything earlier. I am drawing this in Krita, which is a fabulous free program. I simply love it. I've been using that since 2020. And what I do is, what, pardon me, The process is usually sketching with my UG tablet, and then because it likes to wobble all over the place, I do still do my inking with the mouse, and then I go back to using my tablet pen for everything else like shading, and Krita is just lovely for that because it's just gorgeous pen pressure. And let's see. So when I'm sketching, I like using Krita's basic opacity. Let's see, what's it called actually again? Yeah, I like to use a basic 2 opacity pen for sketching. Then I ink with the basic 1 brush. And for shading, and for shading, of course, I really like the airbrush. And I kind of, I do my brush strokes lightly or a little heavier depending on how light or dark I want the tones to be. And if you would like to try Krita again, it's completely free. It's totally amazing, especially for being a free program. I recommend it to any and everyone. Heck, I wish Krita had been around 2000 back in 2002 when my only option was MS, pretty much was MS Paint. So how's the weather at where you are, Sarah? Is it pretty cold there? Oh yeah, yeah, good old MS Paint. Oh man, hope you can stay warm and don't get blown away or anything. Heck, it's gotten really cold here. Oh wow. I hope that won't knock out your power or anything. We actually had a small brownout earlier this week because apparently a tree fell on something near here. Yeah, it wasn't too big a deal though. It was only a brownout. It didn't kill any of our electronics. And it only knocked the internet out for a few minutes and it was good again. And the power company removed the offending tree. Oh hey, welcome back, Nova. And I did see the message you left before. I did see the message that you left about your internet going out, so no worries there. Oh no, I can definitely see how downloading a game on Steam can do that. Some of those games definitely take a whole lot of bandwidth. Oh, thank you so much. So yeah, I like to take the airbrush and Krita and I'll press the tip a little hard for me. I kind of vary the pressure I put on the pen. Dark for dark colors, light if I want it more gradiented, of course. And I really get into it too. Makes me go overboard at times. So, so how's the weather where you are, Nova? Is it cold pardon me, is the cold where you're at too lately? Alright, I need a stretch break for a minute. 1 second. Gonna mute the mic, but I'm still here with the keyboard. Be just a minute. There we go, mic back on. Wow, that sounds awful. That sounds pretty awful. Yeah, really, it's gotten super cold here too, but fortunately not much fog. It's like today was nice and like today while it was really cold, it's also been nice and sunny. Oh yes, I know exactly what you mean about that. That is nice. So we have an indoor air ventilator for our dryer instead of an outdoor vent because ours was the original builders did a crappy job on ours and it disintegrated when we had our dryer worked on last year. And anyway, it pumps out this lovely warm air and it felt so good standing in front of it yesterday. Okay, cannot blame you one bit. So eventually I like to take a much bigger brush and kind of lightly touch the edges of my shading to give it more depth and make it more and give it more of a gradient. And that's something I've been doing ever since my Paint Shop Pro days. And it is still quite effective. Oh yeah, it is. It is wonderful. In fact, I had a guy over a couple of days ago to look at our dryer because it it had a bit of a problem where it smelled like it was burning last Tuesday. So he just came, but this guy did give it a clean bill of health. So, but anyway, he saw our but yeah, he saw our setup and said he actually recommends that to everybody rather than the outdoor, pardon me, rather than the uh, outdoor vents. And what you do with those is, pardon, and pardon me, what you do with those is it comes with so it comes, it has a vent. The bottom has a drawer they fill with an inch of water. And, oh yeah, definitely, because we had the hole for the outdoor vent sealed off on top of it. And, so anyway, it comes with, so the top part has a vent and I don't know, kind of a, shoot. Well, it's a kind of a knob that you turn this knob that is on the vent before running the dryer each time to make sure that whatever vent is up in there lands in the water in the drawer underneath. And then, me personally, we got a fish net to make, literally fishing out the lint from that drawer easier, and it does make it easier. But another thing which caused the burning smell last week, you also have to reach up behind the vent because sometimes the lint doesn't always come out and it gets caught around that knob and pull it out manually. See, I didn't know I had to do that, and my husband Maelstrom pulled out a ball of it last week, and it's like, oh, I didn't know I had to do that, but now I do. So it should, so that should prevent any future problems. So since you were showing interest in the indoor ventilation systems, I thought I better mention that. I mean, I cleaned out the lint everywhere but up behind the vent where the knob that you wind is, because I didn't know it could build up there. I literally cleared it out everywhere else. The lint trap, the lint screen, the cleared out from the water in the drawer, just not everywhere, literally everywhere but there. But now I'll be doing it there too. And I did not. Okay, and I had no idea household tips would be part of my stream, but there we go. Mm, it depends. It can be like a couple of hours, especially, or longer, especially if I'm taking my time like this. The um the Storm Dragon Studios logo took about 30 or 40 minutes, I think. So obviously, it's less detailed piece won't take so long. But yeah, I started the Storm Dragon Studios picture at around 12:30, I believe, and I finished at 12:59, or a little bit before there. And this stream has been going for 1 hour and 25 minutes, so that's pretty much the time on this drawing so far. And thank you for asking. What about you? Yes, I do hope to. Yes, I do hope to be streaming more often. I've got a nice schedule where I get off in the afternoon, so that it's just taking me forever to finally download OBS and get that set back up since I got this, pardon me, since I have a different computer now. But now that I've got all that done, yeah, I definitely want to stream more. And here's one of my favorite parts, detailing her wing. As you can see, it's basically just a bunch of lightly drawn U shapes close together in the going the direction that the wing is drawn. Welcome back, Sarah. Oh, and thank you, Nova. I would love to have you anytime. Do you do any streaming also, Nova? Oh no. I just found a piece of kiddo that I forgot to fill in with white. Oops. Just take care of that right quick. There we go. No big deal. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you in an art farming? Did you have an art major during university? Is that what did it? I remember quite, because I remember quite liking your art also. I hope you are able to get into it again, but I can understand if it's made you burn, if university burned you out on it. Just gonna zoom out, take a look at the whole thing so far. Yes, I do like it so far. Oh, oh gosh, I cannot blame you. I'm so sorry. That sounds super intense. There was actually a time when I wanted to be an animator. I still have the I still have my Chris Hart How to Draw Animation book, and I used to check out Preston Blair's book out 1,000 times from the library. I actually have a copy of it because I recently found one of Half Price Books. So that's awesome. That's one thing I really want to learn how to do in Krita, though. Okay, good. I hope that one of these days you'll feel up to creating art again. Oh, thank you. I used to use when I did when I dabbled in animation, I was using Jask Animation Shop 3, which had come with Paint Shop Pro 7, and I loved it because I could just insert my individual frames and put them together and be in animation. And I try to, again, I love Krita to death, but every time I try to animate in Krita, I just keep running into all these roadblocks and headaches. You need like a Krita animation class. I would gladly take one. Yeah, I really wish I still had access to Jask Animation 3. It was perfect for what I was wanting to do with it. I'm not wanting to make full out anim I'm not wanting to make my own animated show or anything, just short little clips, play around with it. Oh, neat. Yeah, but I could try that, but again, the issue would be how the heck should I put all the frames together in here after? I think there is an import frames function. I tried it, but I was still running into all the annoying roadblocks. actually have an old animation of Kale that I did in ballpoint pen in my Lion King Fan Art archive gallery. Got a whole folder of my own animations in that gallery, but you do have to be a registered user to see them because I had some art theft problems some years back. Oh yeah, I'd definitely be interested to hear what that's called. Does it deal with onion skins and all that though? That's part of what's tripping me up with Krita. Oh, you know what? I think I have heard of OpenTunes. Let's see. Just gonna make a quick note of it in my secret junk drawer. Let's see. Yeah, so I have a Discord server which I do have a link to in my about section. And I have a private channel that I just dump random stuff in, and I eventually named it Kudo Secret Junk Drawer. Okay, there we go. And I understand if you're not too inclined to play with it much after what you just told me, but if you ever do, let me know. Thank you. Yeah, it's not only works, it's notes about whatever. It's literally, it's literally a digital junk drawer for me. Though I have also used it to like make sure a transparent drawing doesn't have any, pardon me, doesn't have any spaces that need to be filled in before I upload them. So it's been nice for that too. So one thing I can totally lose control on things like fur, hair, and feathers. And I think detailing that stuff is like cathartic for me or something. It really is. Yeah, and these days so when I first started doing hair and fur detail, I was drawing every single strand. But since then, I've found a way to achieve that effect without drawing every single strand of hair and yet make it look realistic and fun still. Used to do the same thing with grass. Draw every single blade of grass. Draw every single leaf on a tree. Put all this work on myself. Yes. Oh yeah. Now, one thing now I haven't gotten there yet with scale detail. I do need to draw all the scales still. That's about it far as that goes. That said, I will not be drawing kudos. I will not be drawing all of kudos skills today. I better save. Because if I lose all this progress, that would be devastating. Yeah, because Karina does autosave, but still, just to keep doing it myself too. Especially since I don't always know where the autosaves go. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to get carried away on her wingtips here. I'm just gonna thank thank you, Nova. Stay safe on your errand, and thank you so much for coming. And I hope you have a great rest. I hope you have a great rest of your day, also. I was planning on streaming for a couple hours. We are at an hour 40 minutes. I may go a bit longer than that, mainly because once I start a drawing, I like to stick with it till it's done. I swear her wing looks soft as a pillow. Everything okay, Sarah? Oh, no, you sure did not. Unless it was in real life or you're in a voice chat. I mean, I said your name just now when I asked if everything was okay, but I know that's not what you're talking about right now. Uh-oh, yes, it would. Do you have any pets or anything, Sarah? Oh, Zooming out. Still liking how this is going. Yeah, so I kind of focused on her wing a lot. Getting a good deal of the way through the shading now, too. You know, about most things, I'm a really patient person myself, but but for myself, I just get lost in soft shading. I love it. But I really love your skill with the cell shading there, Sarah. You're welcome. Yeah, I know cell shading takes a lot of time and dedication too, just a different kind of shading skill. Yep, majority of the shading here is done. Basically, the side foot and the tail are left. I mean, as far as Coda's main color goes, but there's really not a whole left to do after that even. As of now, I don't think I have a not sure I can really have a set schedule that can definitely let you know if that changes in the future, but I'll also keep posting various places when I'm streaming too. I am planning to do some more either tomorrow after work or on Sunday when I'm off. And again, either can work because I get off in the afternoon, which is nice. Leaves me a bunch of the day left still. So I am going to finish. So I am planning on completing this picture on screen. That may go past. If that goes past the 2 hours I was planning, so be it. That's fine. I honestly am having a good time here. I hope that you are too. wasn't exactly sure how chatty I would be. I think I ended up being a lot more so than I expected, and being interacted and having you guys interact with the chat most definitely helps it. Thank you. I definitely don't want to have a date or stream, but if I don't have any, and if I have someone to chat with while I'm drawing, that definitely helps that from happening. Okay, let's take another look here. Let's see. May go on the tail a bit. Oh, having trouble with keeping the talking going. I know I definitely struggled with that in 2020. I was expecting to struggle with that this time, but I'm very happy that I haven't been as much as I thought. Okay, so that is the shading done on Kudo. Basically, just gotta shade the gold heart now, and then color the lines and add the text. Oh, I would love that, Sarah. Thank you. Hang on one second. Meeting mic while I take a drink. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming, Sarah, and take care. Thank you. Getting on the right layer helps with being able to shade anything. All right, so now it is time to color the line art. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention before, I did lock down all of the layers so that I didn't have to use Magic Wand for all of my shading. And I really like that technique because then I'm only shading what I colored in that layer without it trying to leak into something else in a different layer, even if, say, so when I shaded her gold heart, it did not leak into Kudo's white color because I have all the layers locked, so I wasn't able to. So now I have the line art layer locked, and that will allow me to be able to color the line art without having to use a magic wand. And it's back to the basic Opeth, pardon me, it's back to the basic one brush for that. Shrink it down because I don't need a size 741 brush for that. It's a little big. Okay, and here we go. This should be this part. The last part should be relatively quick. Looking good so far. I'm gonna say both a text and non-text version when it comes time for that. Took me a while to figure out how to do text and Krita also, but I will walk you through the steps when I am doing it. Sorry about that brief pause. Oh, here's an imperfection to fix. Sometimes gaps are left and I gotta unlock the layer to correct it. No big deal, just annoying if I end up having to do a lot. Pardon me. Alright, and that's pretty much done also. Just gotta color the line art on the nostril is all. Okay, so that part's done. Time to add the text. So in Krita, in order to add text, first you need to add a paint layer. And then choose your color. Choose the text tool. And then see what I'm doing, dragging a little rectangle there. Okay, so drag it where you want the text. Let's see, are you able to see the, darn it, you're not able to see the edit text window, but once that opens up, you can choose the size of your text. There's going to be a drop down menu for your, pardon me, for the kind of font that you want. And oh my gosh, Krita has so many awesome fonts to choose from. And the best part is it saves a history list of fonts you've used before, so you don't have to go searching all over creation for one you've used before that you like. Let's see. So there's a few that I've used before, but I'm going down the list to see if there's any I like better. Just one moment while I do that. Okay. I'm still browsing the list here. I've always kind of liked Impact. Okay. Now, there is now next to where you choose the size, you can choose your text color. You can use a color wheel and pick whatever color you like, which is super nice. Me trying to decide right now. I might just go with black after all. Right, there we go. Might put a border around that. Okay, I like how that looks. Okay, so I'm selecting the rectangle tool for my border. I'm going to choose a darker shade of teal for that. And go down to the paint layer I created. Let's see. Okay, I want to try something else here too. Okay, use a lighter color. I don't know about that. I'll get rid of it. Maybe with the other color. I feel like the second rectangle might be interfering too much in general. It's okay. Alright, so we are all good to go there. We are at 2 hours and 2 minutes. Oh, hey, Alatum. How are you? Thank you for coming. I'm good, thank you. I was actually about to end the stream, but I can stick around a bit. I can stick around a bit longer. There's more stuff I need to do for my channel. How's the weather where you, pardon me, how's the weather where you are? Yeah, same here. Okay, yeah, too. I'm sorry, Alice. Yeah, I'm sorry. I am getting kind of sore and tired, but I will be doing this again either tomorrow, Sunday, or both. Probably likely in the definitely in the afternoon if I do it tomorrow, or sometime in the evening. Okay, that sounds good. Lurking is definitely. Alright, lurking definitely helps. Right, so I'm going to. Alright, so I'm going to stop the stream. One, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I really appreciate it, and I am planning to do this more again. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and weekend.